Hey there, Pisces, what's going on? How are you? My name is Antoine, and I want to welcome you to your weekly general message, the week of August the 7th through 13th, 2022. Thank you guys so much for your time. Go ahead and let me know in the comment box below if you like the weekly setup, because I think I'm gonna try this out and see how this flows on the channel also. Okay. All right. General messages for all placements of Pisces. August 7th through 13th, 2022. And also, you guys, like if you go to my channel, everything on the channel will be nice and like neatly set up into playlists. So you'll always be able to find the message for whatever it is that you are looking for. I kind of got something there for everybody. All right. So what is the overall energy for Pisces for this week? All right. Card from the top, card from the bottom. All right. So the card from the top here is Great Adventure. Take a risk. Venture forward. All right. So don't be afraid of the forward momentum, Pisces. You know, it's really easy to like find a place where you're comfortable and then stay there. Okay. But there's also a lot of fun in, gaining momentum and moving forward and, just getting out there and just having experiences and, getting excited about stuff. You know what I'm saying? Those healthy risks, you know what I'm saying, are always good for us in situations because it keeps us progressing, it keeps us expanding, and it keeps us from, getting stagnant. Also, I feel with this energy, this is telling me that the wind is at your back. Okay. So it's just speaking to the times. Like it's a really good time. It would be a really good time for you to like start something or take a risk in a particular area because this week the wind is at your back, and so there's going to be this force that helps push you forward as you move. You're not fighting against the wind. Okay. You're moving with it, or the wind is helping to push you forward. And all you have to do is just steer. So this is cool. In general, this just could be something fun coming your way this week. Something new, something that you never did before. Okay. Let's take a look at the other message here that we have from under the deck, Pisces. We have rejuvenating rain, clear the past, heal the present. Okay. If I may, I feel like in a way it can tie into this great adventure card because this is what happens when you are in that stagnant energy, when you are like, you're dealing with the past, right? And you're dealing with pain, okay? And you are trying to heal yourself in the present, but these waters here were moving. This water here is stagnant. You know what I mean? So yes, rejuvenate, cleanse, clear it, but it's also important to not stay there and to move on, to move forward, okay? And so I definitely feel like, I feel like I could be speaking to those Pisces out there who are dealing specifically this week with maybe getting over something emotionally. And I'm not just saying get over it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to diminish it. But what I mean is you're trying to move past, something that was really, really deep and possibly quite heartbreaking. Okay. You're clearing the past energy out. You're getting, you're putting yourself out there, doing something new, taking a risk, because that's the true test of how you know that you are clear and healed from whatever it is that you feel like you're dealing with in the now, or that you've been dealing with up till now. Okay? And it's also a callback to, like, for those of you who are, already at the point where they are making these big risks and moving forward and taking these leaps forward to start adventures. Well, okay, great. I'm glad. But let's also make sure that before we do, let's make sure that we are healed. Let's make sure that everything is cleared away from the past or from the present moving forward. Let's make sure all that stuff is left where it is. Because that energy cannot come with you on this on these new adventures, on these new things that you got going, these new paths that you're forging. Like, that energy cannot be carried with you. Okay, let's go ahead and pull some tarot now. We may end up clarifying more of this in depth, or we also could end up seeing a whole nother message here that that my guides want us to see for you, Pisces. So, all right, Pisces, this will be our last shuffle. Let's do one more. All right, let's get a 3 from off the top, a 3 from the bottom. And then our challenge here is presenting as the 5 of Swords. This is our challenge, the 5 of Swords. I feel like many of us have been approaching a place where, Pisces, many of you have been approaching a place where it's like it's time to, like, separate yourself from the pack. It's where, the people that you've surrounded yourself with up to this point are putting you in spaces where it's like it's really preventing you from moving forward. Whether they're actually causing harm to you in the situations that you are always having to put out like little fires, before you really can even get into your own groove. Yeah, that's exactly what it feels like. And so it's like in this moment, it's like it's hard for you to, the challenge here is that it's really, really hard for you to move on, because it's like you don't want to feel like you're being disloyal. You know what I'm saying? But it's not even about being disloyal. It's time for you to really just take a risk and put yourself out in a different way, no matter how anybody else is going to feel about it. Okay? You're not betraying anybody just because you want to move on or move into another season of your life, Pisces. I'm looking at this top row. We have the Hierophant, the Queen of Pentacles, and the King of Swords. And let me tell you what I feel. It feels like you've been giving and you've been generous, right, to a particular cause, a cause that you believed in, a cause that has supported you, a cause that has made you feel like you're a part of a community. But when you need their support in something personal, here they are ready to throw rules and regulations and scripture at you. You understand what I'm saying, Pisces? I can see it now, Pisces. You sitting in Sunday service this Sunday, or in Wednesday Bible study, sitting there like, okay, I'm giving and giving to this cause, to these people, and I'm just hitting it from a Christian perspective. Okay, you can make it fit to whatever it is that you believe. I'm just saying what I know. So, but it's like I just see you just giving and being giving of yourself, your resources, and your time to these people, to this organization, and then them not being there when you need it, or they're there, but they want to hit you with rules, regulations, and stuff like this. Like they want to make you jump through all these different hoops and legal things or whatever in order for you to get some sort of help. And it's just like, yeah, it's time for me to go ahead and hit that way on you. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't see you participating in that anymore. And that's part of what that venture forward energy is about as well, with this rejuvenating rain. And it's like, I don't know if they would necessarily really care if you moved on or not, because they're going to get it from somebody else, if not you. But if you're going to give it to them, if you're going to help provide, then okay, cool, all right, for sure. Oh, you need our help? Okay, cool. Well, guess what? Now we about to hit you with all these terms and conditions. Now we about to hit you with all these terms and conditions, to keep you more like entangled with us. Ugh. Interest, math, numbers, all the stuff that you don't look at or like to look at when you're signing something, but you sign it anyway, and now they got you. Now you're stuck. And I know that seemed really literal, but Pisces, you could probably fit that to anything. These are very general messages, so I know I'm talking to somebody, whether it's in that way, in this way, or like I said, in any other organizations that you're attached to. I just choose religious because it's the most open thing to talk about. On the general messages. All right, so the cards under the deck that made up the bottom row here, we have the Three of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, and then now the Three of Swords. Wow. I feel like somebody is trying to force your cooperation. They're trying to force your cooperation by playing on your emotions, playing on the things, Pisces, that they know that that you're very, very sensitive to, as a way to manipulate your emotions, as a way to manipulate your cooperation. Isn't that like a form of blackmail? Who thought? Five of Swords, Three of Swords, Three of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like it does go back to like that energy of, like I said earlier, with like all these terms and conditions being thrown at you. Well, it wasn't all these terms and conditions when you were giving of your resources to be in support of this organization or this community. It wasn't all these terms and conditions then, right? But now that you need assistance and help, it's, oh, well, you got to sign all this, and it's all this fine print, and it's all this, and it's just like, it's like I said, it's legit the manipulation tactic that is keeping like going to keep you in that perpetual cycle. And this is the very energy that you need to clear away from and move on. Okay? The risk is that, yeah, you might be doing something different or doing something that people don't expect out of you. But I think that there are going to be people that are going to be willing to follow you. And because you're not going to do it alone, you're going to be the leader. And there are going to be people that are going to be like, oh, dang, like Pisces is okay. Pisces, I fuck with that. How can I help? But they need somebody. They need people. They need somebody to step up and kind of take on that mantle. And Pisces, you might be the person to do it. And this doesn't mean like you're leading some sort of like cause against this or nothing like that. It doesn't mean like that. It's just like, say for instance, again, bringing it back to the church. And I'm bringing it back to the church because the Hierophant is here. So I feel like there is some level of like organization or religious or, something to that effect. But, all right. But anyway, but Pisces, I feel like there's this energy of like, okay, so say you decide to get up and be like, you know what, I'm tired of giving to this particular organization. I'm about to resign from this organization or leave this organization. It's going to be people that like felt the same way that you felt, and they may not have had the guts to do it until you did it first, okay? And then who else to follow behind because other than now you know what I mean? But before you do that, though, again, make sure, that's why I said make sure that know that that's something that you're ready to do. Make sure that your energy is completely clear because there's going to be people that will look at you now as a leader and they're going to be following you because they've also been emotionally manipulated as well. And so now these people are going to follow you. This Five of Swords is like, yeah, this Five of Swords was the next card was the Queen of Wands. There's some okay, the people that you are under, if I'm talking to you, the people that you are under, they're doing it for clout, they're doing it for numbers, they're doing it for fame, they're doing it for, you know what I'm saying, like, which is fine, okay, because numbers help, especially when they throw us into a system that makes us rely on the numbers. But that's that's something else. Back to y'all. It's not that the numbers aren't important. You know what I mean? It's just that that's all it's become about. And there are other, like I said, there's other people that feel like you feel. And so when they leave, when they walk away, you know, there's people that are going to follow. Okay. I like this energy. I like this energy a lot, Pisces. It's really strong. It's really strong energy. And this is like the risk. This is exactly what the risk is. You doing something first and then getting a little bit of you doing something first that was needed and then getting a little bit of a following behind it. And so then that also helps let you understand that, you know what, yeah, I was right. I did do the right thing. You know what I mean? And you weren't doing it for just to be seen. You weren't doing it for the likes and the clicks. You know what I mean? You were doing it because it was really what you felt like doing. It was really what you felt like saying. You know what I'm saying? And rightfully so. Like, who wants to sit there and knowingly be like manipulated? Like, I can tell that you're doing stuff and you're saying things and, you know, you know, again, back to the church. You know how that preacher be, you know how you got that one preacher that get up in the pulpit and preach everybody business. Instead of preaching the word of God, they go out there and preach everybody business. Like, that's what I feel like you are under. And that's what I feel like you need to get out of and move away from. Period. Stop giving yourself to that anymore. Because all they're doing is taking everything that you're saying that you need help with. All they're doing is taking that and turning it around. Okay? Sorry, my background got a little noisy. But yeah, all they're doing is turning it around. All they're doing it. What was I saying? I had to go step away. I think I was coming to the end of the message actually. But yeah, that was it. All right. Sorry, I know that was a little weak, a little bit of a weak ending, but I think I was coming to the end of what I had to say, and then I had to step away, and then I came back and completely forgot what I was going to say. I think I'd already said it. But anyway, if you like the video, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. I definitely want to thank you guys so much for your time. I do appreciate it and value it for sure. Make sure you come back next week. I'm also here every day to give a daily collective reading. And also make sure you check out the playlists on the channel. Everything is neatly set up for you to find exactly what it is that you are looking for. Okay? So Pisces, take care and have a great one.